threading design patterns in Ashok IT. Okay. So today what we are going to learn, as you know that it's a problem solving session, right? So I have taken some questions from the lead code. I hope everyone is aware of lead code, right? Hacker rank lead code. Nowadays you are getting a question from here, right? So, so I've taken two questions. Let's try to solve these questions. So the first one is merge sorted array and another one is sort the people. Now, I'll give you the problem statement. I'll make you understand and then we'll provide the solution in the hacker rank or lead code website and see how many test cases are passing, etc. Okay. So the problem statement here is given two sorted arrays. Now we write a program to merge
Karthik,
two
your
sorted
screen is
arrays.
not shared.
Guys, are you guys not able to see my screen?
Okay, sorry, it's in another tab. Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So given two sorted arrays, write a program to merge two sorted arrays with less time complexity. Okay. So the important thing is with less time complexity. Anyone will merge without this one. So let's take this. Let's take int a. What is the given? Given two sorted arrays. That means they are giving you the sorted arrays. So let's take some numbers 5, 7, 9, 15, 21. So this is the first sorted array. You can see that numbers are in ascending order. That is nothing but it is sorted. Let's take the second array. 2, 6, 8, 17, 25. Correct? So you can say the second array is also a sorted array. Now write a program to merge two sorted arrays with a less time complexity. So leave about this less time complexity. What is time complexity? We will see. But what is now by whenever you look hear this question, how do you proceed this? How do you solve this one? Does anyone has any answer?
Using a stream API, we can concatenate both array and distinct.
So without so without stream API, see there's a problem solving, right? I mean, people will ask you to write in core Java, correct? In interview, if you are using a stream, then ask you how does the stream will work internally or write without stream, right? Even with a stream also, what do? You are combining, correct? Your answer is the one who said you are combining. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, combine two arrays.
Yes.
Okay. And then
sorted.
Sort it. Okay. Now, so here this is the answer that everyone can give. So if you combine two arrays, how do you combine?
We have two options using the flat map. Otherwise, we can
Or
use
simple, if you are using a simple for loop, I equal to 0, I less than a dot length, I plus plus. And you create what you create, you need to create a result, one more array, correct? In order to store the combined two arrays. Int C array equal to new int of a dot length plus b dot length, correct? Okay. Now here inside this C of k equal to a of I. So that means what this for loop will do? It will copy all the data from A into a C array, right? Now what is left out? Combine two arrays you mentioned. So now I need to write a for loop j equal to 0, j less than b dot length, j plus plus, correct? And C of k equal to b of j. Here I need to do k plus plus also. Here also, okay. Now, so these two for loops will combine the code into a two arrays. Agree?
yes.
Yeah. Does everyone agree with me? Others, like who was not speaking?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, after that, in order to sort, how do you do?
We need to compare the C array elements one by one.
Okay. Yeah. In order to sort it, you might be using what technique you will use in. So this is a combined two arrays done. Now let's look at the sorting. Now, in order to sort an array in Java, how do you do?
Using
Compare
comparative.
Can I say that collection dot sort?
Yeah, we have a collection dot sort is also there.
Or you might be writing some code called merge sort. We have many sorting techniques, right? Bubble sort. Okay. And another, any selection sort or something. Okay. Now, this collection dot sort internally uses merge sort only. The collection dot sort internally uses merge sort. Let me show you that also. I will show you the predefined Java code so that you can understand. Okay. But if you look at any of the sorting technique, what is the minimum time complexity?
N or N square, I guess.
N square, right? Or N log N. That is a minimum merge time complexity. Now, let's understand first time complexity. What is meant by time complexity? Guys, when I'm asking a question, don't think that this guy has come to teach, but why is he asking a question? No, I just wanted to see these are the questions that comes in the interview, right? So now the question now, even if you know the answer, but sometimes you are not able to answer it, right? Let's make it as an interactive session so that we know the question, we know the answer also. Okay. I'm here to tell the answers too, not only asking the questions. Okay. So now what is a time complexity? Now the time complexity is only for sorting algorithms or any Java program. Do we have a time complexity?
Any Java program have some time complexity for process, fast processing. How many will take times?
Yeah. So the time complexity is nothing but time taken by the program. Time taken by the program for execution. Okay. Now let me write simple code and show you. So now here, this is one approach that everyone will answer. Uh, if you have two arrays, combine the arrays and then sort it. This will give you the solution. There is no doubt about it. But the problem is, in order to, if you look at the time complexity for clubbing the array, it takes big O of n of time complexity. How that is derived, I will come to that. And then in order to use any of the sorting techniques, you might be using n square time complexity or n log n time complexity. So now, can I reduce this? Yes, we can reduce. So let's see that. So I'm just creating a separate project. I'm just going new, other, Java project. I'm just selecting problem solving. And runtime can be anything. So you can use Java 1.8. That is the minimum thing, right? Now, first, let's understand what is the time complexity. And then we'll write this question. Time I just created a class called time complexity. Now let's write main method. Inside a main method, let's write. So I'm writing an array. Now here int sum equal to 0, sum equal to sum plus I. I'm just writing sum of some numbers. Okay. I have taken 0 to 1000. I'm then doing the sum of all these numbers. Now, what is the time taken by this program? Now, how do I know? Generally, if you are starting, for example, you're going from one location to another location. Let's take that you're going from Hyderabad to Bangalore. Now, how much time does it take to travel? Then what do? Before starting at Hyderabad, you will take off a time. And once you reach Bangalore, you'll look at the time. And the difference of this nothing but time taken by your travel. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. Now, similarly, what is the time taken by this program? Let's see. Now, so first I need to take the time before starting of my program, right? How do you take a time? I mean, when I say take a time, in the sense you are not looking at only date, right? If you're boarding a bus, you look at the date, because if you're doing a night travel, you'll board into Hyderabad tonight, and Bangalore you will reach tomorrow morning. So that means apart from date, you are also looking at time also, correct? So in Java, is there any option to know the current date and time?
Using local date time.
Yeah. So what is
Not
that is
now.
nothing but Java 8 feature. So there is a class called local date time in Java 8. Okay. So now the question, those who already know this local date time is a class that is introduced from Java 8. You can see here. See, this is a predefined code I'm showing you guys. So you can watch any of my previous videos to see how to look at this code. See, local date time is a class in Java and it is introduced from Java 1.8. Okay. Now this is used to get the correct time. Dot now. So this will give you the current time. So it will give you the, see, now is a static method. Okay. Now the question, sir, why do I call now? So look at here. It's a local date time is a class inside this. You see. Now, what is this method? It's a static method. How do we call static method? Using class name. So that is what I have done. And what it is returning? Local date time. Okay. So I'm not going into this Java 8 features case because our aim of this class to learn the problem solving, right? So I have taken the starting time. Now, after completion of this, then also I need to take the end time, correct? So that means, see, for example, you started Hyderabad on today, like 7:27 morning, 9:18 a.m. current time. Okay. Now, in order to reach Bangalore, it will take some time. After reaching the Bangalore, what do? You look at the time. That is nothing but your end time, correct? End date and time. So now, what is the time taken by the duration travel? Start minus end or end minus start, correct? Now, does anyone know how can I? So now, what I need to do? I need to differentiate or calculate the difference between start time or end time, right? Do I have any UPI, any API available in Java 8 to do this differentiation?
Date
Yes.
time.
No, date time we already used. There is a class called duration. Okay. So now maybe if you go back and then look at it, then these are the things that you can understand. So there is a class called duration. Okay. So in this one, between, look at here. So there is a between. So it is taking start time and end time. And it will return you the duration object. And it is also a static method. Okay. So there is a class called duration. So start time, end time. Now it will give you the duration object. Duration D. Now let me print. So people will ask you, what is the time taken by your travel in terms of minutes or in terms of seconds or in terms of hours, right? So you can get all this. Get seconds, get nano, get class. Or you can say 2 millis, 2 days, how many days? I mean, the difference it is giving it in terms of days, in terms of hours, in terms of millis. So for now, it's a simple program. So I'm trying to run this program and see how many milliseconds it has taken, right? So this is a way to calculate how much time is taken by a program. Now, where you can use this in your real-time project, there are some you will be working on a web application, right? So whenever you click on a button, like maybe let us take that you have a web application, something like this is a web page. You have some fields, and then you click a submit button. Now, sometimes whenever you click on a submit button, it will go to some other page. Now, when in your real-time applications, when in order to load a next page, there is something SLA. That means for each and every page, it has to be loaded within 20 seconds or 30 seconds in production, right? That is called SLA. Now, if sometimes you will get some issues that a user might raise on loading this page, whenever I click on this button, it is taking a lot of time to load this page. Agree? Did anyone face those kind of issues? So
Yes.
yeah. Now, how do you know? Now, where is the problem? Whenever you click on this button, there may be a lot of business functionality might have happened, correct? Now, how do you know whether it is taking time or not? So whenever you click on this button, you will go to a controller. From the controller, you will go to multiple methods. In all the methods, can you write a code like this? You take start time, end time, and you see milliseconds or nanoseconds, you convert. Now, with that, you will get to know each method level, how much time it is taking. Whichever is taking more time, you can debug in that and see what is happening, correct? That means that is the way you need to identify the which method is taking longer time. Now let's run this program. So it is taking to 0. So let's change it to nanoseconds. Let's So something I got some number called 974,100. Now if I run the program again, am I going to expect the same number or some different time may come?
Maybe some different time.
Okay, let's run. See, I got 0. Now if I run it again, something. See, some different number. That means whenever I am running a program, each time different number of nanoseconds are coming, correct? As an output. And if I give you the program, for example, if I give you the program to you and you are running in your laptop and which is having 512 MB RAM, 512 MB RAM, then how much time will it take? Will it take more or less? If I have 512 MB RAM, the program execution will take how much time? Approximately.
More time.
More, correct? Now, for example, if I have 16 GB RAM, how much time will it take? Less than the 512, correct? Less. Now, for example, if I have supercomputer, if I am running this program in supercomputer, then
More or less.
I mean, it is like fraction of not even a 100th or 1000th time of nanosecond, correct? If I'm using cloud computing, this is negligible at all, correct? You don't even need to think about, correct? So now whenever I say time complexity, what did I say first? Time taken by the program for the execution. Now if I am asking you guys, what is the time complexity of this program? For example, if you're telling that you have written this program in your laptop and you're telling that, sir, I have a 512 MB RAM, so it has taken 2 minutes for me. Now, if whenever I ask some other person, sir, I have 16 GB RAM and it has taken 1 nanosecond, correct? Now, can I say like this, like, is it standard or is it now the program execution depends on your internal hardware, correct?
Yes.
So now telling the time in terms of minutes or telling the time complexity in terms of minutes, hours, is it right approach? I repeat my question. So if I am asking someone to tell what is the time taken by this program, if someone is telling that 2 minutes or 1 minute or 1 hour or 2 hours, is it a right quantity?
No.
No, because it depends on your internal hardware. Each person will have a different laptop, different configuration. So that is the reason they went for some notation called big O notation. So whenever you say specifically time complexity, it is not exactly time taken by the program. Time taken by the program depends on your internal hardware of your computer. So that is the reason they call it as a big O notation. Now, how can I differentiate? How can I identify this big O notation? And you see big O of n, big O of n square, big O of n log n. Have you heard these terms? These are nothing but time complexity. Now you understand why are we putting the time complexity in terms of these notations? Why not time taken by the program 2 hours, 3 hours? Why are we displaying? Why are we not talking in terms of big O notation? Have you guys understand?
Yes.
Yeah. Now let's go further. Now, since we understand the program, now let us take what is the time taken by this program? What is the time complexity of this program? Let's see. Now, how many times this line will execute, guys? Whenever you run a program, how many times this line will execute? Only once, correct? because it is not inside a loop. This executes only once. This sum variable only once. Now, how many times this for loop will execute?
1,000 times.
No.
4.
For example, let us take instead of 1,000, let's put 10. How many times this for loop will execute? I am asking only this line. Line number 13, how many times it will execute? Is it 9? Let's see. I equal to 0, correct? 0
11.
less than 10, is it?
It will start.
0 less than 10, 1 less than 10,
Yes, sir.
2 less than 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 also, correct? 10, it will fail, but it will execute. Agree?
Yes, yes. Total n+1 times it will execute.
Yeah. So that means if you look at how many times you count it, 11 times, correct? So now if my n equal to 10, then how many times my loop is executing? 11 times. That is nothing but n+1, can I say? Or let me say, instead of now, whenever you have 10 here, how many times this loop is executing? 11 times. For example, if my, instead of 10, if I have 1,000, then how many times the loop will execute? 1,001 times, correct? Now, if I have n, here some, let's take that int n equal to 1,000. Now, if I have n, this n can be 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, whatever it is. Now, how many times this loop will execute? This only statement?
n+1.
n+1. You understand why did we come to n+1? Yes. Now, 0 to n, the condition will be satisfied. Whenever 10 less than 10, what will happen? The condition is broken, but still it will execute the for loop. That is the reason we got n+1. Now you tell me how many times this line will execute? N times, correct? Because whenever it is n+1, the condition is fails, it will not go. Now, how many times this end bracket will execute?
1 time.
Is it one time? Like every time it will repeat, right? It's also n, right? Or n+1, whatever it is, correct? Yeah. Now this also, now this also one time, this also one time, this also one time. Now what is, let's, if I write it all, this looks like 1, 1, 1, n+1, n, 1. So now if I sum it up, just a minute, I'm facing some. Okay, if I sum it up, what is the solution would be 2n+3, correct? 2n+3. Okay, let me write here. If I sum it up all this, I'll get 2n+3. Now in the 2n+3, if my n value is, here n value is 1 crore. Let's take n value is very big. So can I get rid of this 3? Because if I compare to n, the 3 is a smaller value. So you can get rid of this one. Now 2n. Now how did you get 2? Because this is one statement, this is one statement. Inside this, if I have one more statement, this 3 will become, if I have one more statement, this 3 will become 4. This 2 will become 3, correct? That means this n, whether it's a 1n, 2n, 3n, depends on how many lines of code you have writing inside a for loop, right? So it's a constant value. It depends on your programming. So now what is left over? N. So the time complexity of this for loop is big O of n, correct? Does everyone agree?
Yes.
Yeah. So now let's go back to our problem statement. In our problem statement, I have given you the 2 sorted arrays. Now, in order to combine these 2 sorted arrays, you are writing this for loop. How much time this for loop will take, guys? Now you tell me. What is the time complexity of this first for loop?
Big O of n.
Big O of n, correct? Just now I told you. Because it's big O of n is nothing but I'm assuming that this A dot length is n. A dot length is nothing but n. Now B dot length is m, I'm assuming. Now what is the time complexity of this one? Big O of m, correct? Because the length I'm assuming it as m, correct? Now what for sorting, if whatever you use, the efficient sorting technique is merge sort. The worst case time complexity of merge sort is n log n, correct? Right? So that means for loading, say now at the end, what is the maximum you can get it? N log n. right? For example, if your n is 8, if n is 8, then 8 multiplied by log 8. What is the value of log 8? Log 8. Can I write 2 cube? Do you guys remember log 8 in
Yes.
intermediate we used to write, right? So now 8 multiplied by anything log a power n. What is the formula? Log a power n. N log a, correct? So 3. So if I apply that one here, 3 log 2. Now anything to the log 10 base 10, what is the value? 1. Similarly, log 2 base 2, 1, correct? So 8 multiplied by 3, log 2 base 2, it is 1, correct? 8 3 is 24. That means the maximum it will take 24 iterations to complete this program internally. Now, if I write some other program and if I try to show you less than 24, can I say I'm improving a time complexity?
Yes.
Okay. So does everyone understand? This is general solution that you have given. So this will take n log n, worst case time complexity. Now I'll tell you how to reduce this. That will be your answer. Now, but before going into the solution, does anyone has any questions on this calculation? Like how did I get this 8 multiplied by 324?
No.
Once again, tell.
Okay. So now, so here you understand, the one who asked the question, you understand it's a big O of n, correct? These two for loops will be a big O of n. Just now I have discussed, right? Now, when it comes to a merge sort, I'm not even explaining merge sort, but if you Google it merge sort, the worst time complexity of merge sort is n log n. Now here, what is the n? N is nothing but number of elements in your array. Now for example, I have taken the number of elements is 8. Now 8 multiplied by log 8. Log 8, I can write it as a 2 cube. Now any log a power n is nothing but n log a. Right? Similarly, log 2 is nothing but 3 multiplied by log 2 base 2. Anything to the power and base in log is 1. So 8 multiplied by 3 will become 24. So that means it will take worst complexity, worst time, like 24 times the loop will execute. It is not 24 milliseconds or nanoseconds. So the loop will execute for 24 seconds. Right? So now this is normal execution. Now let me tell you the efficient one. Now what is the array? I have 5, 7, 9, 15, 21, right? 5, 7, 9, 15, 21. What is a B array? 2, 6, 8, 17, 25. 2, 6, 8, 17, 25. Yeah. Was there a question? Okay. Now, so the easiest way is, do you know that these are sorted arrays only? All obviously. That is the input statement, right? In the
Yes.
given question, the arrays are sorted. So
Yes.
now, instead of going to club these arrays and all, so can I compare these two elements first? 5 less than 2, which is smaller?
2.
2. So what is my resultant array should be sorted? That is my question, right? So now, so what I'm doing is, instead of clubbing, I'm comparing each element. 5 less than 2, is it true? The 2 is smaller. Whichever is smaller, I will move it to a resultant array. Say resultant array is C. Now can I move 2? Because we say, whenever your result should be sorted, you should start with a lower to highest, correct? So I'll move 2, right? Now, since you move 2, so what element you need to compare? Next element, correct? Whichever you move, you go down, correct? Now here, now can I compare 5 and 6?
5 and 6.
Now 5 and 6, which is smaller?
5 will be
5.
slip.
So 5 will go to the resultant array and come down. Whichever you're moving, you need to come down, right? Now come down. Now next, 7 and 6, can I compare? Which is smaller? 6. I will move. Now I'll come down. Now next, 7 and 8, I will compare. Which is smaller? 8. Sorry, 7. So whichever is smaller, you move it. Okay. Now next you come down. Whichever is you're moving, you come down. Now 9 and 8, which is smaller? 8. come down. Next, 9 and 17, which is smaller? 9, done. You come down. 15 and 17, which is smaller? 15, done. Now 21 and 17, which is smaller? 17, done. Next, 21 and 25, which is smaller? 21. Now what is left over? 25. Do I need to compare with anyone? I don't have any elements. So directly can I copy? Yes. So now do I see? Is it sorted? The resultant array?
Yes.
So did I club it any of the things? Did I club the arrays and then did I do the sorting? Or is it looks good?
Yes. Looks good.
Yeah. It looks like little easy, right? So this is called two-way merging. The concept behind this one is called, every program will have some concept, guys. So the concept behind this is called as two-way merging. This two-way merging is used internally in the merge sort. I'll show you that later. So this concept is called as two-way merging. In maybe in the next interview, instead of asking this one, they'll ask you, I have A is one sorted array. Sorry. Yeah, whoever is not speaking, please go on mute. Yeah. Now, instead of, see, when they are asking for two merge two sorted arrays, can't they ask merge three sorted arrays? Yes or no?
Yes.
So now let's take A, B, C, three sorted arrays are given. Now they're asking you to write a program to merge three sorted arrays. How do you do? If you club and then apply merge sort, it takes time, right? So can I compare these three elements and whichever is smaller I can move?
Yes.
But whenever you are comparing like this, so how many if conditions? If two elements are there, if and else, correct? If two elements are there, if and else is enough. But if I have three elements, then if, else, correct? So that means your logic becomes more. Now that is one way, or first you apply the two-way merging on top of these two, you will get the resultant array D. Now can you apply two-way merging and D and C? You will get the resultant array, correct? That means once you know the two-way merging, this two-way merging you can apply to solve the problem of n-way merging. And internally merge sort uses this two-way merging. Okay. Now let's write the code. How can we convert this into a coding? Does anyone has, this is the algorithm that it internally uses. In the two-way merging, compare the each element, whichever is the smaller, move it to a resultant array, right? So any questions, anyone on the concept, or shall we go for a program?
One question, sir. Suppose you say both two array is sorted. If array is not sorted,
then array is not sorted, then you can simply club it, not a problem, right?
okay.
See, if it is not sorted, you club it and then do the sorting. That is a general way, right? But the problem statement is given when you are given with the two sorted arrays, then also you are doing the same problem, same way of answering. It is an inefficient way, right? You understand the difference, right?
Got it.
Yeah. See, the only thing why I would have asked you the given program is given instead of two sorted arrays, I given you two arrays which are not sorted, you sort it. This is the answer you generally give. But if I am giving you two sorted arrays, if you are following the same answer, then what is the inefficient way you are doing, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that is the efficient way we are trying now. Okay. Now let's, we understand this algorithm, right? Now let's look at how can I convert this into a code. Now can I say this is the A array and this is the B array, right? So now I am taking some variables. So A array length is M, B array length is N, correct? Now first what I need to create? I need to create a C array, correct? Int C array equal to new int of, what is the length of resultant array, guys? If A is having 5 elements and B is having 6 elements, resultant array will have how many elements?
11.
So that is nothing but M plus N, right? M is nothing but M. Before this, let's write M equal to A dot length, N equal to B dot length, correct? Done. Now what are you doing? So I'm comparing 5 and 2, correct? So 5 is nothing but what should I write? A of 0 is less than B of 0, correct? This is what you are doing a comparison. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Now, whenever you do comparison, so now whichever is smaller, if this condition is true, which is smaller, guys? If this condition is true, which is smaller?
B.
Look at it carefully. If this condition is true, which is smaller?
2
A
is
of 0 will be
A of 0 will be smaller, correct? That, so what my algorithm is telling, when you compare each element, whichever is smaller, move it to a resultant array. If this is true, can I say C of 0 equal to A of 0? Agree?
yes.
Now, for example, if it is not, if the condition is false, now for here, 5 less than 2, is it true? The first one, 5 less than 2, is it true?
No.
No, that means it will go to the else part. Else part means which is smaller? C of 0
C of
equal to
0.
B of 0, correct? Yes or no? Now this is how
Yes.
I can compare it. Now can I stop it here or what should I do? So this is my basic coding, correct? I have compared 5 less than 2. Yes. Now which is smaller? 2 is smaller. So C of 0 equal to B of 0. That means 2 is moved. Done. This element is done. Now next what I need to do? What you are doing, you are going to the next element, correct? Here you are going down, you are comparing 5 and 6, correct? So going down means you are going to the next index, correct? How do I do? So here I'm hard coding the values 0, 0. Instead that, can I take I equal to 0, j equal to 0, and k equal to 0? So instead of 0, I will put I and j. Now, so a of g, what is the I value I have initialized? 0. So a of 0 is nothing but 5 less than, b of 0 is nothing but 2, 5 less than 2. Is it true? False. It will go to the else part. And c of, instead of 0, can I put k? Yeah, c of k equal to b of j. Now that means c of k is nothing but k is 0. In 0th position, I moved b of 0. That means 2 is come. Done. Now after that, what you need to do? According to the algorithm, you need to go to down. I mean, next element, because you already done with this 0th index, you need to go to first index, correct? And then compare. Now, how to go to first index? Can I say j plus plus, correct? If I am doing this one, I should do j plus plus, correct? Now, and after that, what I need to do? I need to compare 5 and 6. Now, but this program is a if condition. Will it execute multiple times?
No.
Then what should I do? This entire code, what I have written, this logic should be executed multiple times. Do you guys agree with that statement?
Yes.
Yes, sir, we need to loop it.
So that means, so now, I mean, this is the way you should write a code, guys. I mean, whenever you are writing each line of code, you need to understand why are you writing each line of code. Now, since I need this repetitive session, so how do you think, do the repetitive sessions in Java? Using loop. So can I write while or for loop? Anything you can write, correct? Now I have written on top of this while loop and I'm ending. Now the question, what condition I should write inside a while loop, correct? Right? So till what length you, till what is the condition you need to repeat? Either you reach the end of the length of A array or you reach the end of the length of B array, correct? Now, I less than M and J less than N, correct? Do you guys agree with me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, so k equal to 0, 2 is done. Now what is now? I plus plus. So now j plus plus you have done. J plus plus means j will become 1. So let me write j equal to 1 currently, correct? Now I equal to 0. Now I equal to 0. See, now 0 less than 5. Yeah, what is the size of this one? 5. So 0 less than 5, is it true? Yes. And 1 less than 5, is it true? Yes. Then what? Now a of 0 is nothing but 5. B of 1 is nothing but 6. 5 less than 6, is it true? Is the condition true? 5 less than 6?
Mm,
Yes.
Yes.
Then that
Yes.
means which element you will move? A
A.
element, this one.
5.
5.
5 we will move.
So then what should I do? A of I, correct? C of k equal to A of I. But What is the k value I have kept? 0. Now you are overriding. So I need to do k whenever
plus.
you're doing k plus plus also, correct? K plus plus means k will become 1. So in 1, are you moving I value? Correct? And then once you move I value, then what you need to do? You need to go down, correct? Whenever you go down means here you need to write I plus plus and k plus plus, correct? You agree? Now this code entirely will execute and will compare each elements, correct? Now let us take that you in the array A array you have only this one, okay? 5, 7, 9. Okay. Now let's see how your condition looks like. This while loop. Let's club this. Now here, see now here first now currently 1 less than 3 and 1 less than 5. Is it true? Yes. Now next. What elements will be compared? 7 and 6 will be compared, correct? Now 6 will move, correct? Now after that 6 is moving means j will be going to 2. 1 less than t and 2 less than 5. Yes. Now 7 and 8 will be compared. Now 7 will move. This will become 2. Now next 19 and 17 will be compared. Then this will move. Now it will become 3. 3 less than 3, it fails, right? Whenever it is fails, what does it mean? Whenever the loop is broken, what does it mean?
The loop may be executed.
End
So
of
either you have come to the end of the first array or you might have come to the end of the second array, correct?
yes.
Now, whenever I am coming, so it may be any of the array. Now, for example, in this example, we have come to the end of the first array. Now, do you have anything? See, 9 you have moved. And what are the elements that are left over? 17 and 25, correct? So can I copy this as it is? As it is to the resultant array? I don't need to compare anything because I have come to the end of the array, right? So I'll simply write while j less than m, c of k equal to a of j, j plus plus, k plus plus. And in another example, A might have more elements and B might have less elements. Then I will write another one, correct? While I less than n, C of k equal to A of I plus plus, k plus plus. So now at any point of time, out of these two for loops, only one will execute, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what is the time complexity? Let us see. Why did we come to this solution? Because the earlier one is taking a lot of time complexity, which is n log n. Now, see which one is better? Big O of n is better or big O of n log n is better? Big O
N.
of n is better, correct? Because n log n, you just see, if you compare, n is 8. Now, big O of 8 is nothing but 8 iterations only. N log n is nothing but 8 multiplied by log 2 cube, which is nothing but 24. Now, 8 is 24 or uh, 8 is better or 24 is better when n equal to 8. So, big O of n is better, correct? Now, if you look at this program, it will give you big O of n. Now, here while this loop will execute either m times or n times, correct? Agree? So, this will be big O of m or big O of n, correct? Now, and these loops will execute lesser than big O of m, correct? Big O of n. Now, total time complexity maximum can be big O of m or big O of n. Now, do you see there is a very much difference from the first solution to the second solution? Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a answer for this question. Let me write this question in the this workspace and then see. Yeah, we have little time left. Let's do quickly. So this concept is called as two-way merging. Main method. Now let's write what is the inter A equal to 5, 7, 9, 15, 21. 5, 7, 9, 15, 21. Int B array equal to 2, 6, 8, 17, 25, right? 2, 6, 8, 17, 25. Now, here I have taken 2 or same length, but even if it is different length also, it will work, correct? Now, let's write public void two-way merge. Now, this method should take what? 2 arrays, correct? Int A array, int B array. Now, what am I doing first? If A of 0 is less than B of 0, correct? If this condition is true, then what I will do? I will move A of 0 to the C of resultant array. So I need to create a resultant array, correct? I hope everyone is following me.
Yes.
Others?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks. So A dot length plus B dot length. Now instead of length also I can put m comma n also, but let's do this. Now C of 0 equal to A of 0. Now else it will become C of 0 equal to B of 0, right? Done. Now, but what I need to do? This will work for 0th index only. Now, what you need to do? You need to go to first index, second index, everything. So that's the reason you need to parameterize this. So what that is nothing but int I equal to 0, j equal to 0, k equal to 0. This is like initializing multiple variables in a single line. You have to use comma. A of I less than B of j, A of I and C of k. Now here I need to increment I plus plus and then k plus plus. Here C of k and B of j. I need to do j plus plus and then k plus plus. Now if you look at here, in the if block I have a k plus plus, in the else block I have a k plus plus. So should I need to put it inside a block or should I take it outside?
Outside also work.
Because it is happening both. If it is
Yeah.
happening, both else is happening. So can I put it outside? Yeah, done. Now, but this is only if block will execute only once. So I need to change while. So what is the condition? I less than or equal to A dot length and j less than or equal to B dot length, right? Let's put this code. You can put less also fine, less than also fine. Anything is fine. It's up to you. I mean, you can debug and then get to know more details. Okay. Now, once this loop is broken, it will break whenever it reaches to the A length or it reaches to the B length, because and condition both should be true, right? Now, then what I need to do? Whatever is left over, I need to copy, right? So I less than A dot length, then C of k equal to A of I. A dot length I need to do, right? Instead of length, this variables, you can put A dot length equal to M, B dot length equal to N also. Okay. I plus plus, K plus plus. Okay. Now it may happen for B also. J less than B, B of J, J plus plus. Right. So now at the end, let me print sys out arrays dot toString. C is a resultant array. I'm just printing. Right. Now, out of these 3 loops, I have written 3 loops, correct? Out of these 3 loops, at any point of time, how many loops will execute? Will these 3 will execute always, or how many will execute?
2.
Only 2. Yeah, right. First one will execute for sure. Based on,
Yes.
see, first one will fail means either it is reached to the end of the array
Yeah.
or B of the array. So either of this one will execute only, correct? But why am I writing? Because I do not know which one have a different length, right? Let's call this program, let's make it as a static method. Let's call this from main method, two-way merging A comma B. Now let's run the program and see the output. See, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 17, 21, 25, correct? I got the solution, right? And it has taken very less time. Now the same solution, let's put it into this one. Now the same, see here in the merge sorted arrays, you are given two integer arrays num1, num2, sorted in non-descending order. Non-descending order is nothing but ascending order only. And two integers m comma n representing the number of elements in num1, num2 respectively. Merge num1 and num2 into a single array sorted non-descending order. Non-descending is ascending order, right? So can I say this is the problem statement I have solved? We have just solved, right? Look at here,
Yes.
the same code. See, num1 is, look at my merge method, what it is taking. First array and second array. They have termed the first array as num1, second array as num2, and n is nothing but number of elements. So here, this m and n is nothing but length, a dot length, b dot length. See, we have created a resultant array. And are we doing the same thing? If I less than m, j less than n, I'm doing the clubbing and incrementing the value. Same code I have written here. Now let's run the code and see. See, it has passed, right? So this concept is called as two-way merging. Now, why do you need to see? There is a program now where it can be used anywhere in your projects, wherever you have two. See, you are calling two REST endpoints. Nowadays, everyone is using microservices, right? You are calling two REST endpoints and you are getting a different results and you want to club it. Then instead of merging and all, can you use two-way merging? If the scenario is like you are getting a result from two different microservices and you want to club it in the ascending order. Can I follow this?
Yes.
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 Now, and let me show you something. So this internally in the merge sort is working. I mean, it uses what you call, it uses divide conquer algorithm, right? Apart from divide, once it has followed the divide conquer algorithm, it internally uses this two-way merging. See here, let's see here. This is an entire array. It is breaking. Look at here. This is called divide conquer. Again, it will break. Again, it will break. It will break until individual arrays. Look at here. Now here, at this point of time, you have 8 arrays. Now it is applying two-way merging. Look at here. Whichever is smaller, it's coming down. So this is two-way merging applied. Next, it will apply two-way merging. Right? Next, it will apply again two-way merging. See, these two elements are like 1, 1. If you merge it, the array will become 2 length, right? Yeah. Now again, it will apply the two-way merging on these two arrays. Look it, whichever is smaller, it's coming down. Look at here. 5 and 6, 3 is smaller. Now 5 is smaller. 6. Now if you look at here, 7, 8, 2, 4. 7 and 8 will be compared. 2 is smaller, 2 will come first. Next 7 and 4 will be compared. 4 is smaller, 4 will come first. And 7 and then 8. Now you got two arrays, right? Each of length 4. Now 1 and 2 will be compared. 1 will come down. Now 3 and 2 will be compared. 2 will down. 3 and 4 will be compared. 3 will down. 5 and 4, 4 will be down. Now 5 and 7, 5 will be down. 6 and 7, 6 will be down. And leftover is 7, 8, it will come down. So do you see? Internally it is using merge sort. I mean, in the merge sort, internally it is using two-way merging. Hope you understand. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, after merging, right, we have calculated the formula, right? Can you tell a little bit again, please?
So after merging, okay. Now here, whenever you are writing a for loop or while loop, how many times this will execute, guys? Execute either it will execute till a dot length or a b dot length, correct? The one who asked the question. You there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that means, so if it is true, then what is the time complexity of this according to the previous first example I told? It might be a big O of a dot length or
Big boss, big of
big O of b dot length, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, after that, at any point of time, out of these two loops, only one loop will execute, correct?
Correct, sir.
Now, out of that also, your time complexity will be either A dot length or B dot length, correct?
Yes.
Now, what will be your overall? Overall also will be either A dot length or B dot length,
Dot.
correct? So, are you reducing a time compared to the n log n?
Correct. Only one is getting executed.
Yeah, correct. So, it's a sequential process, but you are reducing a time, correct? Yeah. So, that is the thing for today. And I do teach guys like data structures and algorithms. So, currently the collections is going on. So, I mean, this whatever you have seen, right? Like this, we will be seeing many of the questions in the data structures. So, in the data structures and collections, it's a current going batch. We just completed 10 classes. Now, if anybody is interested, you can join for this. Now, this is basically a data structure course, but I have broken down into a collections and data structure separately. In the collections, whatever I taught like live coding, right? I will be teaching like all the internals of implementation, like how does array list work internally? How does the hash map works internally? How does the hash set works internally? How to create custom collection? And then what is copy and write array set? What is concurrent modification? How to sort hash map? How to sort array list? Why to override equals and hash code method? Iterator, list iterator. Now we are even going to look at what is a linked list? How can I create my custom linked list? How to delete a element in middle of a linked list, starting of a linked list, end of a linked list, how to add a element. Now what is a stack? How to create a stack using array, how to create a stack using linked list, how to create a stack using queue. I mean, same thing with a queue, like what is blocking queue, priority queue, linked blocking queue, double ended queue, which is nothing but DQ, tree implementation like in order, pre-order, post-order, recursion algorithm, tree set, tree map. So this is a complete course content of collections, which is going on. So these are basically data structures, but some of the people see all the linked list, we think linked list and stack, we think that these are data structures, right? Yes or no? Whenever someone
Yes.
say that linked list, you immediately get that array list, you may not be considered as a data structure, but linked list you and stack you will be considered as considering it as a data structure, right? Right? Why? Any reason? Do you guys know?
No, sir.
Yeah. So the problem here is linked list and stack, right? Like see here whether it's a linked list or array list, what internally it does?
It works on array of variables.
So array list is implementing list interface, correct? You can see the predefined code I'm showing you, right? Similarly, linked list also implements.
List interface.
So then whenever you are calling array list as a collection object, why not? Why don't you call linked list as a collection object? Ideally, we should, right? But our brain is tuned in such a way from academics that linked list, stack, queue are data structures, but not the array list. No, a data structure is something which contains the data. Even array is also a data structure, guys. Array, array list, linked list, stack, queue, all these are data structures. Anything that contains the data internally is a data structure. Now, but why do you why do you need to study linked list and stack and queue as part of collections? Because your linked list is implementing list interface. Even array list is implementing list interface. So whenever you are studying array list as part of collections, you should also study linked list also as part of collections, right? And linked list even implementing queue. Look at here. So you should study. Now, if you look at stack, what is a stack? Stack extends vector. You know vector. So why can't you study stack in the part of collections? You should. So that is the reason all these are collection objects. But the all even array list, array, all are data structure. Data structure is something, anything that stores the data internally. Right? So these collections, these are course content. Now, once the collections are completed, we will be getting started with the data structures, advanced data structures. In that, I am going to discuss time complexity, space complexity, all the sorting techniques. Like for each sorting technique, I have talked about the algorithm today, right? So we are going to talk the algorithm, convert the algorithm into a coding, and then write it, and then see. and we are going to see all these HackerRank questions. Now, graph, dynamic programming, matrix, pattern printing, and these are the most frequently asked questions I have taken, like difference, so depth of a tree, height of a tree, min and max elements of a tree, cycle detection in a linked list, how to merge two linked lists, how to compare two linked lists, square root of a program, linear search, binary search, LCM of n numbers, reversing of an array without using extra memory, and see, a left view of a tree, right view of a tree, a mirror image of a tree. And these are the hacker rank links or lead code. Like the website doesn't matter, right? It can be a hacker rank, hacker earth, lead code. So these are the most frequently asked questions. I have taken it up. And all this we are going to discuss in the class. Currently, this class is going on morning 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., close to 7 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. like that. So we just completed 10 classes. If anybody is interested, you can enroll for this course. And admin will send you the demo classes of collections. And if anybody is interested, I will do take the backup classes as well in the coming days.
How many duration of that course, sir?
So this course is collections is 1 month, and data structures and algorithm, advanced data structures and algorithm will be 2 months, total 3 months.
Okay.
And the fee is only collections, the fee is 3,000, including data structures and algorithms, everything will be 10,000. And you will be given the recordings up to 1 year access. And I'll be sharing the whatever the code I write every day, right? I'll be sharing that code, and you'll be given with the notes also. I mean, when I say notes, not this handwritten notes. I have prepared a notes for these collections and data structures together. I'll be sharing that too.
Okay.
Any questions? Anyone who are part of my previous classes? Anyone attended my previous classes or sessions, anything? Can you share your feedback?
Yes, sir, I've attended Java 8 with the last batch, US batch.
Okay,
So
can you,
it will help for interview. Coding was very,
so were you able to crack the interview?
yes, sir.
Okay, nice.
Hey, Karthik, one question, like if you have drawn this dry run, right, how we can practice? Because see, you are explaining, it looks easy, but when we try, it's like really difficult.
So that is what, see, everything comes with a practice. Like, see, you remember mathematics, subtraction, like whenever you are like a kid, subtraction is very difficult, right? Addition is so easy. I mean, like from 10,000, if you want to deduct 2, so you need to take a borrow. Here 10 will be there. Some people will think here 9, 8, 7, something like that, right? Whenever you take a borrow, it is difficult. Now, how do you get it? Using practice, right? So same thing, like now whatever I teach, I mean, for example, if you're joining a course of mine, any course, like design patterns, data structures, core Java, anything. So whatever I teach every day, you can practice that and then solve any one question. Whatever I teach in 50 minutes, it takes for you to practice in 15 minutes only, because I explain in such a way, then later you might be looking at a concept and writing a code on your own. I don't even share the code immediately, because I am explaining a concept. Now, once I explain a concept, can't you write this two-way merging on your own today if you practice?
Yes.
So that means now you remember the concept. Okay, you can try, right? Likewise, if you try for most of these concepts, it will give you the ability to think about the new question. Or you can even take one more question every day and then solve it. So your problem solving skills will improve. No one will tell you what question can come in the interview, but it will give you the ability to solve the question, unknown question also. For example, if I teach in the next class, if I tell you how to sort hash map, then how to sort hash set will be easy. Yeah. So Piyush, DSA, like data structures can be solved, like whatever the program we have written today, it can be solved using Python also, .NET also. But what we are teaching is using Java. Data structures is something you can solve with any programming language. If you're going for Google, Amazon, or any companies, they don't look at your programming language, what you are using. They'll look at your way of approach, like what algorithm you are writing, how you are solving it. So that is the meaning of data structures and algorithms using Java means I'm going to teach or solve all these programs in the class using Java. Hope that answers your question, Piyush.
So you are going to start in core Java batch.
Core Java, no. I currently the collections and data structures is going on. If you are interested, you can join. You will get the class details in an email from
Oh.
Ashok IT.
You can share your LinkedIn ID.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Any other questions, concerns
Regarding the while loops,
regarding?
while loops, the second time part while loops, are those written for remaining elements to be stored in the result?
Your voice is not clear. Can you put your question in the chat? I can't hear you clearly. Put your question in the chat. Okay.
Means,
So
sir, are you covering all the collections, internally works, and data structure, all those things?
yes, whatever I shown you here, I am going to cover. So
And
internal implementation of a list, set, map. When you say in the list itself, there are 100 methods. You don't need to look at 100 methods, right? I'm going to tell you the important methods. Easily after that, you will be able to look at the remaining methods also. Right?
okay.
Okay.
Sir, how can we be good in the coding? What things from where we need to start to be good in the Java coding?
So
So
first, you
if
need to
any,
be good in core Java. When you study
hmm
core Java, don't study like paragraph.
hmm
Don't study the theory. Uh,
hmm
Write coding and then understand. For everything, you start writing coding. Like whatever the topics
hmm
I am mentioned here, right? Every
hmm
topic I'm going to explain with the coding. Now, whenever I'm saying that custom collection, I'm writing a custom array list.
hmm
I will tell you the concept, how does array list works internally, and I will show you the predefined array list code. Can't we write on our own similar to that? Yes.
yes.
So that is what I'm going to teach. So you, I mean, if you want to be good in coding, you practice.
Okay.
Generally, inheritance means class A will have the properties of class B. But write a program, then only you will understand. Yeah.
And what reference we can take, to do this practice? Is there any website?
No, no, no. I mean, this is what I teach,
hmm
but you have to learn on your own only. Like first, you should be very good in core Java. Then only,
Okay.
I mean, when I say if you know at least core Java, that's also fine. You can take this course. But I mean, instead of if you're talking about apart from this course, anything you want to be good in Java, then
hmm
foundation is needed. Strong core Java foundation is needed.
Okay. Thank you.
In the data structure, too many things is there, sir. Graph tree and how to too many algorithm is also there. So
Hmm.
are you covering all those things?
So whatever I see, if I see, there is no end to data structures. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Even I can take these data structures to 2 years or 3 years also, but it all time bound, right?
Yes.
So that is the reason whatever I am showing here, this will be covering in 3 months. Okay. Now, after this, you got some question, but still you will be able to solve it. That is what I am trying to say. You just need to put some time, then you will be able to solve. No one can give you 100% what questions can be asked, right?
Yeah.
Unless until you know the question paper. Right? Yeah. And Swami, yes, the second and third loops are written to store the remaining elements into a resultant array. Correct. You're right. Okay. So if you want to enroll for this, any of my courses, I do teach core Java. We just completed in the June. You will get a recordings. I do teach data structures, algorithms, design patterns, Java 8, 9, 11, multi-threading. So if at all you want, you can go to the Ashok IT YouTube channel, and there you can get my recordings.
Uh, yeah, thank you, sir. I have one another question. So after this course, will we good enough to write a code on ourselves, right? Means whatever
Yes.
requirements
If you
came in the
practice at
project.
least, yeah,
hmm
if you practice at least 15 minutes a day,
hmm
you will be able to. Okay, what you can do is, I mean, you don't need to join immediately of any of the course anywhere, right?
hmm
So I'll show you. Just go to YouTube. Just go to Ashok IT YouTube channel. Let me show
Okay.
you.
hmm
So I hope you are able to see my screen now.
Yes, I can see.
So here, go to Ashok IT YouTube channel, go to the
Mhm.
live section.
Mm.
Okay. So if you scroll down, you can see some of my courses with my name.
Okay.
Yeah. So not this one. Yeah, multi-threading. See, this is a multi-threading by Karthik. You can listen
Mhm.
to this and understand what is a thread, or how
Okay.
like thread life cycle. Like you can say at least listen to it.
Mhm.
See, whether you join or not join doesn't matter. Okay, but you get some knowledge. At least you can understand how to visualize a thread. That is about threads. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is core Java and data structures.
Mhm.
So you can look at here, core Java and data structures by Mr. Karthik. These are my classes. You can listen to this. I mean, say there's a linked list. How to implement a linked list. This is a free workshop, and this is a collections and DSA. Now, if you still scroll down, you will have Java 8, 9, 11 also. See,
Mm.
Java 8, 9, 11. So in the Java 8, 9, 11, we discuss about what are the new features in the Java 8 and what is a
Mhm.
Lambda, right?
Okay.
Writing a Lambda is very difficult if you don't understand properly. So I've
Yeah.
taught about that. And in modularizing, in Lambdas and streams, how to write a stream program, everything I've talked about in this Java 8, 9, 11.
Okay.
What you can do, just go to YouTube, type search for Ashok IT channel, click on live section. You can see these videos. And from these videos, if you are interested, you can enroll. If not, okay, happy.
Oh.
I have any Java concurrency topic.
Yeah, in the multi-threading, I have talked about executor framework you are talking, right?
Yeah.
Executor framework and thread pools, right? There are different thread pools. So in the multi-threading, I have taken a course on multi-threading for 1 month, which is take close to 30 days. So these are the topics that we discussed. What are the different threads? How thread lifecycle will work? What is object lock? What is class lock? All these topics with the programming.
Okay.
Why to call wait, notify to be an object class? What is the drawback of a thread pools, callable interface, uh, feature object, single thread pool, cached thread pool, fixed thread pool, schedule thread pool, concurrent feature, volatile, deadlock, atomicity, reentrant lock, read rate lock, countdown latch, semaphore, cyclic barrier. So this is separate thread class. This is part of core Java also, and if you want separately also, you can enroll for this. So I talked about this. All these things, whatever you ask concurrently, will be covered in these threads. So
It's
that also you have some of the, if
that
you look
course
at,
is going on anywhere.
no, it is currently collections and DSA is going. You can get a recordings if you are interested.
Okay.
Okay. So let's take one last question. Yeah. Piyush, you will be getting from the Ashok IT. Okay. So if any, so what you guys like, either you will get an email from Ashok IT with the, what you call, uh, demo classes, and if you are interested, you can enroll. Okay. Now, if at all, if you are interested, just Google type Ashok IT and you will get to know the contact number from Ashok IT and you can reach out there. And maybe we'll have another session we just completed one question problem statement, right? From lead code. So maybe next week or next to next week, I'll be setting up another time to start about the another question. Yeah.
So what is the timing for this class, means regular class?
What is the
Timing of
timing?
the
Morning 7 a.m. to 7:50 a.m.
Okay.